The rumours were further strengthened by Adam Orth's apparent support for the idea with his Twitter feed. He made some comments. Check him out.
Every device now is always on. That's the world we live in. Hashtag deal with it.
Alright, the voice I used to personify Adam Orth is a bit
stupid,
but I guess my point across better that way. And now for your favorite way to learn about the latest in gaming news, get ready to get funky. It's the Sam Time News! And it's game time. Hello, welcome to the Sam Time News. We get the latest and greatest news on video games. I'm your host Sam Tucker, aka Sam Time. And this episode is brought to you by SNES Phones. Let's get into some stories. So let's get into the big and major story of this week, and it's all about the next Xbox 360, the next Xbox 720. It's rumored that it's going to have an always-on internet connection requirement. This means that the console would always have to be connected to the internet in order for you to use it, in order to play the frickin' console games. Remind you of anything? SimCity? A little shitty. The rumours were further strengthened by Adam Orth's apparent support for the idea with his Twitter feed. He made some comments. Check him out.
Sorry, I don't get the drama of having an always-on console. Every device now is always on. That's the world we live in. Hashtag deal with it.
It's not so bad he's making these comments, it's just that he's being such a dick about it.
I want every device to be always on.
And he's been a bit of a prick to people who bring up really relevant arguments against it. Alex Wells, at Adam Orth. Off the top of my head, I know 5 people who own 360s who currently have no access to the internet. They would be screwed.
At the only Alex W. Those people should definitely get with the times and get the internet. It's awesome.
Manavir here, at Adam Orth. Did you learn nothing from Diablo 3 or SimCity? You know some people's internet goes out right. Deal with it is a shitty reason.
At Manavir here, electricity goes out too. Sometimes the electricity goes out. I will not purchase a vacuum. Dickhead. The mobile reception in the area I live in is spotty and unreliable. I would not buy a mobile phone.
Alright, the voice I used to personify Adam Orth is a bit
stupid,
but I guess my point across better that way. Microsoft were quick to reply to this whole Twitter outrage in a statement by Major Nelson.
This person is not a spokesman for Microsoft. We are very sorry this offended anyone. However, we have not made any announcements about the product roadmap and have no further comment on this matter.
So they've kind of just dodged the question of this always-on thing that's happening with Microsoft. Now, I thought about doing a rant about this always-on internet required connection for the next Xbox and bringing up relevant points like people who don't have internet connection or have dodgy internet connection, or why do you have to have always online internet connection if not for DRM? But it turns out that Boogie2988, aka Francis, has pretty much summarized everyone's feelings about it.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
That one's worth a watch.
Francis! Shazam Francis!
And that's not the only mistake Microsoft have made. When they released Double Dragon 2 on Xbox Live, here's the description. It reads a little off. This is a remake of Double Dragon 2, an 80s game. The storyline takes same as original game story. However, the graphic, character, action system, etc. are changed. Also, we are including new stage and enemy in the game. The player will be addicted to new version of Double Dragon 2. Also, characters are undressed. Wow, good game sound like. Must play. But still, that might not be as bad as EA, who are in the running to win the worst company in the US for the 2nd year running. Of course, some say it could be due to mishaps such as the SimCity launch, but for me, I have a much more personal issue. Okay, so today I bought Battlefield 3. Yeah, I'm late to the whole Battlefield 3 thing. I played a lot of the beta, but I've been playing more of Call of Duty. Anyway, it's cheap now. It was cheap, pre-owned game. Battlefield 3, only $25. You can't go wrong. Or can you? So it turns out if you buy a second-hand copy of Battlefield 3, you have to pay for an online pass to play the game online. That's the only reason I bought the game, is to play it online! I knew this existed, but I forgot about it, and I never knew it would bite me in the butt until now. I just don't get it. I mean, yeah, you're trying to protect yourself because, you don't get any money from games that are sold second-hand. I don't give a shit! Fuck you! You release a game in a physical form, expect for it to get sold in a physical way! That game disc should just have online capability in it. It's not like you make a dinner plate and you say, this is a really good dinner plate. We sell that dinner plate, we make some money. And then, that person wants to sell the dinner plate in a garage sale, someone buys it, takes it home. What do you mean I can't eat turkey off this dinner plate? I bought the dinner plate, I want to eat turkey! That's a bad analogy.
Don't screw me over like this, eh?
But what tops it off in my head is that the PSN, a big advertising thing of the PSN, that is free to play games online. Well, EA said, fuck that! No, you can't play our game online free on the PSN. You have to pay if you get it second hand. Anyway, online passes aren't the worst idea in the world. This one is by Sony Japan. Yes, this photo was posted on Sony Japan's Facebook page, and it describes what the future is meant to be like. Ooh, I see what this is. This is the unobtrusive, elegant solution to compete with Google's Google Glass.
The new Sony specs Now bigger, clunkier, and more uncomfortable than ever. No online pass required.
Those Sony specs look a little bit like they're copying the old Oculus Rift. There's been a big video released of the Oculus Rift being used to play Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 being a game that you don't have to buy an online pass to fucking play! Now, the random pass that I clicked in this video revealed that in this demo at least, your head was used to move the reticle, and where your head is pointing, that's where you're shooting, but you can still kind of move and walk with the mouse and keyboard. It seems kind of disorientating, but the guy said, "Oh, I reckon if you get some practice with this, you'd have an advantage." And yeah, it's more immersive in the world as well. You can kind of see the world as if it's really there with 3D goggles. That's cool. Anyway, the video is a hefty 45 minutes, and ain't nobody got time for that. Alternatively, if you do have time for that, a link is in the description. Anyway, finishing off with copycats, you know I copied the Game of Thrones introduction. You guessed it, a Chinese liquor commercial.
作为领土最广袤的朝代之一，
Yeah.
唐朝。
Yeah, to be honest, the commercial isn't really all that entertaining. What is entertaining is my rip-off of the Game of Thrones introduction. So it goes to prove you don't need an online pass to rip off the Game of Thrones theme. That's been the Sam Time News. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have to do a big shout out for 7 Gaming Oz. I forgot to do it the last time, but he did correctly said that the character that I brought up in one episode was 8.5 Tails from Magic the Gathering. Well done, buddy. And because I didn't freaking shout you out, you're getting it. You get thumbs up. Thanks. Remember to subscribe to enter the 1,000 subscriber Steam competition. Ooh, and also I'm going to be live on community radio, sin.org.au. Look it up. It's going to be Friday, the 12th of April at 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. It's the graveyard shift. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be a cool 4 hours. People in other time zones are probably going to have a better chance of listening to me live, but tune in definitely. Stay tuned for Funky Time. Oh, what's that? LucasArts has closed, and Disney closed them and shut them down, and a whole lot of people lost their jobs. That's actually a pretty big, sad story. Sam Time, signing off!
Subscribe today.
Funky Time!
What are you doing over there? I'm trying to get Ben ready.
Whoa. Hey! Right, lightsaber trumps broom handle in this situation, and every situation. Don't sneeze with that thing, geez. Send it down. No,
Oh, this is so great. I love it. Wow. But I know one thing. You won't need no online pass to use the Sony Specs secondhand. Bitches.